It's CalifaRap.net, and this time we are here to bring you a brand new and exclusive interview with Enemy from the most wanted Familia. So, Enemy, how are you doing tonight?
Yo, 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 what up, Germany? What up, CalifaRap.net? This is your boy Enemy from the Most Wanted right here, man. Just doing it right here, how we do it in Southern California, man. How you guys doing, man?
Oh, actually, pretty good. I mean, it's Friday night, the weekend is right around the corner, so it's about to enjoy yourself.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Just posted up right here in the studio, trying to get this social media networking going on, trying to promote this new video I just released. So we're right here, always trying to do something to get ahead. You know what I mean?
I know, I know. We will definitely have to talk about the video which you barely released a couple of hours ago later on during the interview. But let's start. I mean, let the fans out there know where you are from and what you have done before you actually started rapping.
Well, first of all, I started rapping way back. Maybe I mean like 93, 92 is when I first 1992, 93 is when I first um wrote my very own first eight. So from there I kind of liked the procedure of it, so I kept on writing and writing, and then after some time, which was probably 96, 97, was when I my mom blessed me with a little karaoke since she seen that I was trying to record, you know. So from the karaoke, about a year later after that, a year or two later after that, um, I recorded my very first song in a studio, my boy studio actually. My boy Riggs Dog from LOC. So from there, it got a little bit more serious, and we started doing more songs, man. And I linked up with my boy Target, Screamer, aka Target, and we formed a group by the name of Eastside Click, and that's where it all began, right here in Oxnard, California, in the 805 area.
Okay, so you already mentioned, your first group, Eastside Click. You also already mentioned who has been part of it. But I mean, how many albums have you released under that group name, and what were the names of the albums?
On the Eastside Click itself, we released a couple songs scattered individually for different compilation albums. For those that follow the Chicano rap movement, way back when it was the Southside Riders, and uh, they were under I think La Familia Records. So from there, after those first couple of songs that we scattered around just to promote, um, we did one album called "Handing Out Beatdowns," and that song, that CD, up to this day took us. It went a long ways, you know. We came out a little different, so, and we were two youngsters trying to do it, so it was a good it was a good album. And after that, we started working on another one for the Eastside Click itself. It was gonna be called Still Gangster, uh, but we had some technical difficulties where that album was never really released, never released. So under the Eastside Click, officially it was only one album that was ever released, and it was called Handing Out Beatdowns.
Okay, you already mentioned, that it was released under Familia Records. When and how did you get in contact with Mary Brumfield to get it released through his label?
You know, as a matter of fact, I only got to meet that dude one time. I never really knew the dude. We went through a middleman, which that's the worst mistake you could ever do. Use a middleman. Um, so we went through a middleman, and I mean, even though uh, the outcome of my pockets weren't what they should have been, um, the CD went a long ways, and a lot of people uh, learned about us, about the group, and the following started stacking up, and our fan base what was pretty good at that time. And so that's the only thing that came out of that album right there, building the fan base, which is the hardest thing to do as an artist.
Later, you changed the name of the group from Eastside Click to Most Wanted. I mean, why did you do that? And again, how many albums have you released under that name?
Yeah, we later in the years as we got older, we started working, and we changed the name again to Most Wanted. Um, Same individuals, same me and my boy Target. We changed the name. We decided to change the name to Most Wanted due to the fact so it could sound a little bit more more for everyone. We could have kept it Eastside Click, but at the time, uh, we felt it was better for the team due to the fact that some how we go up and how everything is. Um, some people won't give it that opportunity just by looking at the cover where it says Eastside Click due to just uh, cause we're being street with it. You know what I mean? We're representing, where we come from. Now we change it to Most Wanted, and people give it an opportunity and grab the CD. You have more of a chance. So which it worked, and we changed it to that, and now the fan base got even bigger because now we get everybody from everywhere to listen to us, and they play us and they bump us, and the social media they holler at us, and it's not just the people from the east side anymore. You know what I mean? It's people from everywhere.
Okay, so that about the name change, but what about the releases?
Yeah, the first we started with one called Enemy's Target. We had a lot of great features on that one. Then we did another one right after that one called Los Más Buscados, which is the same just in Spanish, but it's all in Spanish. The whole CD. Um, we have another one called Nothing's Changed. We have another one called The Beginning, and the last one I just released called Enemy of Most Wanted.
Okay, so you already mentioned your last album, Enemy of Most Wanted, your first solo album. I think it's actually called Tough City. Let us know, what we can expect from that album, music-wise.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's actually my first solo album. I had dropped a couple underground ones with pure underground songs, like on my own as well, with features of the boys from the block, from around the area, and those actually never got put out there. Um, but my first official CD LP, we called it Tough City, and well, ever since I first started rapping, I've been rapping about the streets. You know how the way we were growing, the little episodes, putting in work. Handing out beatdowns. That's the first CD. But yeah, so the whole since we started rapping all this street scenarios. Um, so this one, as I'm older now, I decided to go a different way. So which means I thought outside the box. So I started bringing different topics of different, way different ideas. Like a song called about uh, what would happen if if I make that if I make that revenue. Um, Different songs about stuff that I'm going through, with more that hit home. Like more real life scenarios, such as how I felt when I was in jail. Uh, my parents visited me. Uh, uh, what do you feel like doing when you're all stressed out? Uh, what do you do with secrets? We do all kinds. So I started doing all kinds of different uh, songs in this album to see what that feedback would be. And again, I felt like it was a great experience, and I had fun with it, and a lot of people showed a lot of love because it was different. It was just not the same topic, jumping out the car and putting in work. You know what I mean? Now it's more uh, more real life scenarios that hit everybody's house.
Who is featured on the album? I think it's actually having a pretty impressive list of features. So let us know who's on.
Well, I have I got to meet a lot of people on this album. I got to network with a lot of people. I got to meet my boys from Texas, from West Texas. My boy Pacino, my boy Busta. Um, I got to feature my boy Logic. Um, he's been a OG Chicano rap from the area as well. I got to feature my boy Riggs Dog. I to feature my boy Chubbs, my other partner Ray Nicole. Um, I also got to feature. I got to meet my boy Mr. D from the Southland Gangsters. Homie reached out, gave me a hand, and I appreciate that big time. I got a lot of love for the Southland. They looked out for their boy. So much love, my boys. If you guys listen to this, much love. So thanks to Mr. D, he introduced me to the real Core 187, a music legend out Big Hutch from Above the Law. Uh, I got to meet the dude. He's one of the most humble rappers that I ever met. And he understands the struggle big time. He's not like all the other ones that they're on a different tip. Um, so I also got to meet my boy Kiki Smooth, the first Mexican rapper out of Compton. It was a great experience with that. Um, I got to meet my boy B Salas, great producer, man, great producer. I recommend everybody to work with him. My boy Red Rum Classic, another producer. Much love to him. Um, uh, and then I got little other features as well. I got Chino Grande as well on a song called "Sins to the Grave," which is another title that hit home. That don't trust no one with your secrets. They'll use that for their benefit. At their own as their own juice card. You understand someday. If you're young and you don't understand what I'm saying now, you'll understand someday. Um, yeah, well, yeah, I was using all I use those are the people right there that I work with in my LP, which was a great experience, man. Tough City.
So you just mentioned the name again, Tough City. I mean, why did you actually go with that title?
Well, right here, I mean, I understand every city for everybody. Growing up in the block in the hood, is hard, So for everyone, their city's tough, and so. But the same reason I mentioned it, it's because where I come from, we have growing up in the hood it's tough, You have to go through different stages of life, which sometimes makes you do the wrong thing. You end up doing the wrong thing to try to be right, But it's all good. It's all part of life, and all the crooked cops, they over here they force you to they force you so they could profile you, and now they have a file, on you, so you automatically get issued a file without even having to do anything wrong. So it's very hard growing up right here, especially if you come from parents who came from Mexico, and you go up you end up living in a garage to an apartment, and the struggle you see your parents working double jobs just to still be broke, So this city is very tough to grow up on. So that's what we went based off, and us from the area we plaqued it Tough City. Oxnard is known as Tough City for us.
What's your favorite track on the album, and especially why?
Well, you already know my answer for that one, man. They're all my favorite tracks, but like I said, because they all hit home. I took my time. I took my time trying to figure out what I was gonna put on my album, and it's all scenarios that really happened with me. So I like from one to the last one, but the one that I really recommend for everybody out there, this one is completely off the charts, and it's not street, but it's real, and it's called Ain't Nobody Like Family.
You also released a couple of videos, for songs from the album, including tracks such as Escape to Get Away, Went to the Park, That Will Never Change, It's Your Time, and Clear Our Throats. Let the fans out there know where they can actually see the videos.
Well, I have my own YouTube channel, which you can search on YouTube. It's called Enemy Most Wanted, and it's spelled with the letter N, with the letter M, and the letter E, Most Wanted. Once you click on that, it'll take you direct to my page where all my videos that I have worked on, and songs that are not even videos that we have released in the past, and you'll catch the latest as soon as it gets released once you subscribe to that channel.
Okay, so since we are already talking about your YouTube, and earlier we also already mentioned that you released a brand new video today for a song called Cowboys Never Back Down. Let us know more about that song and as well as the video. What visuals can we expect?
Okay, Cowboys Never Back Down was a song that we made since we're Dallas Cowboys diehard fans, and that one's with my boy Pops of Most Wanted, and my boy the real Cool 187 Big Hutch of Above the Law. So we got together and we did this video produced by my boy Blue Photography, and it's a good little video. We show a little history of the Cowboy games. Not only that, we performed it and at a fan club called the SCDCFC, which they watch the games over there on Whittier on stage, and we did the little halftime show right there. So we had a great time doing it. If you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, not only if you're not a Dallas Cowboys fan, if you're a football fan itself, check it out, man. And it's a great experience as well, because it's completely different than what we've done, because it's for a team, and hopefully it comes out great and it has a great turnout.
So we already mentioned your YouTube now a couple of times, but what other social media sites have you going on where the people can actually, or where the fans can actually contact you at?
We have a Instagram. It's on we under Most Wanted Familia, and you could holler at me through there. Or there is a Facebook out there. I'm not the one usually running it, but you could holler if you have any questions. You could holler at us through there, and that's under also Most Wanted Familia Tough City, all in one. So you could holler at us through there, or at the YouTube itself. We'll answer your question. So feel free anytime.
Okay, so where can the fans, actually buy your music? I mean, are the titles digital?
Yeah, we have most of the titles we have. They are on digital distribution through other digital distribution websites. You can also go through to cdbaby.com, and you could buy the hard copies there, or download the tracks itself if you don't want the hard copy, or you could holler at us through the social media, and we could try and get them to you through there as well.
So once again, why should we actually go out and pick up your last year released first real solo album, I would say, Tough City?
Yeah, well, I feel like this CD, it's very different than most, you know. I'm focused in doing a lot of different, like I said, I talk about different topics. It's not just one, so you won't get bored. It's not the same repetitive sound. So it has a lot of, it has songs about familia. It has topics of, like I said, of people using, trying to blackmail. I also got stories about betrayal. Um, I also got street stories, Um, so uh, take the chance, grab the CD, and I guarantee you'll like it. There's no way out of it. It's a good CD, and from what I hear, from what people have told me, not just including my friends and family, I get a lot of messages, and they tell me that they like the CD, and they tell me the song they like, and for everyone, for all the different messages, it's not the same song. So that's why I know the CD is okay. Um, Different people choose different songs, and which which sounds like it's a great CD.
Okay, okay. So before I let you go, is there anything else that you want to say at the end of the interview?
I want to send a big shout out to everybody that's been following me from day one. And I appreciate the support. Your boy's right here. He's keeping it real as fuck. Since way back. I'm still right here. I'm still on the team. I didn't go sideways. I'm still doing it right, and and I'm glad that I'm able to say that, to have a good name. So I want to say it. Much love to everybody out there, to all the OG ones, and much love to all the new ones following me, man. I got a lot of love for you guys, and if it wasn't for you guys, man, your boy wouldn't be shit, man. So stay most wanted, stay focused, and keep the negativity elsewhere. Let's keep moving.